We are going to start this class seated. So take whatever seat feels comfortable. If you're just happy sitting as you are, if you want to use a block underneath the buttocks just to elevate the hips a little, help the pelvis tilt and roll open with the hips, or a blanket, a cushion, whatever you've got handy. So hands will rest either on the knees or in the lap, and the eyes will close down. Start to really find some length through the spine. The sit bones nice and grounded, and the spine lengthening all the way from the tailbone up out of the hips, along through the back, neck, and up through the crown of the head. The belly muscles will softly firm, hold your center, your core. And just let the breath start to flow easily in and out through the nose. And finding some awareness in the breath that you may not have found yet today. Take a moment before we begin to scan through the body. Notice any points of tension, anywhere that you're carrying tightness physically in the body, whether the mind feels at ease, maybe a bit untethered, maybe the mind feels fatigued, with a lot of stress and worry. And however you're feeling in your body this evening or this morning, whenever you're practicing, allowing this feeling just to be. Good or bad, just observe how the body feels. Without getting attached, without judgment. Wherever you're feeling, allow it to bring you into the present. Maybe land a little more firmly on the breath to help you ground into the moment in front of you. And as you breathe, as you observe the body and mind in this moment, you'll start to notice which thoughts, which stress, which tension and pain points in the body stem from things outside of this moment. Concerns or worries about the future, memories and pain from the past. And the more we gently guide ourselves back into the present, notice that we've drifted off and slowly make our way back to center. We start to realize that these worries, these thoughts, don't actually have any impact on the moment right in front of us right now. In fact, most of us will find that a lot of the stress that we carry around comes from the mind and not from the present moment. There's a good chance it's not even in the room with you at this moment. mind allows it in. So that's a challenge that I extend to you for your practice today. Just allow yourself to be, to feel into the moment, not to judge or get attached to what the body or mind is doing. And every time we feel a distraction, feel a thought, a worry creep in, observe it, let it go, and find your way back to the breath. And take a full exhale now. And breathing into the belly, the ribs, and the heart space. Exhale, heart softens, ribs contract, belly draws toward the spine. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Then exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Inhale, feel the belly swell, ribs expand, and heart open. Exhale, soften from the heart, through the ribs, and down to the belly. Just breathing in your own time in this 3-part rhythm. Noticing the way the torso expands, ripples the air up from the base, up into the heart. And the way the exhales draw the body back in, ground us through the sit bones into the earth. The inhales lengthen the spine, expand the torso. The exhales create a bit more openness, a bit more space and softness. Take 3 more breaths in your own time. There's no rush. If you practice your Ujjayi breath, with a slight constriction of the back of the throat, you can start to tune in with this style of breathing. So that you can really hear the breath as well as feel it. At the end of your 3rd breath, bringing hands together in front of the heart. Setting a little intention for your practice. Something you'd like to feel, let go of, a person that you'd like to keep in your thoughts. With eyes closed down, we'll inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more just like this. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly let the eyes open. Come back into the space. Remove any props that you might have been seated on. Just come into an easy cross leg. 1 leg in front of the other. Not so much feet under so the knees lift. The feet stacked 1 in front of the other so that the hips can roll open a little easier. More inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Look back over the right shoulder. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, back to center, arms lift. Exhale, other side, right hand to left knee. Looking back over the left shoulder, grounding the left hand behind you. Breath in and out. Inhale, back to center, arms lift. Exhale, folding forward. Finding any amount of length through the arms. Even if you stay quite high, keep extending out through the crown, grounding back through the sit bones. Maybe creeping a little further forward on your exhales. Avoiding rounding through the upper back and shoulders, or hunching shoulders around the ears. And take one more breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sitting back up, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Draw the knees up. We'll come into an Savasana, upward pose. So arms nice and long, either coming onto the toes, lifting the feet slightly, parallel with the earth, or straightening them out in front. And then holding here, allowing the chest to draw through the arms, squeezing the thighs together. Take a breath in here. And exhale halfway down. Extend the legs, lower the upper body. Inhale back to boat. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. One more, inhale up. And exhale halfway down. Inhale back up. And exhale across the legs, opposite direction. So whichever foot you had in front or tuck underneath or behind. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, fold forward. Soften the upper body. Keep the arms and shoulders strong, nice and firm. As much as you're reaching forward with the upper body, use the hands to push and ground the sit bones. Feel the spine lengthen out, up through the crown. One more breath. Inhale, sit back up, lift the arms. And exhale, hands to heart. Draw the knees up, back into Navasana. Arms nice and strong. Legs lift wherever you like. Take a breath in. Lift the chest through the arms. Exhale halfway, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, back up. Exhale, halfway down. Keep the belly firm. Inhale up. And exhale, halfway. Inhale, back up. Hold here. One more breath. Beautiful. Place the feet down. And we'll take the right leg long, left foot to the right inner thigh. Take a breath in and center the torso over the right thigh, so we're not folding on the inside. And it actually uses your core to twist over that side. So take a breath in, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Rest the hands. If you have a strap or a towel you want to loop around the base of the foot, you can. But all that's doing really is kind of allowing your chest to pull through, so that instead of rounding the upper back, we use something to pull our arms back and the chest drives through the arms. Always finding length with the spine. Take one more breath here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sitting back up. And exhale, left leg long, right foot to the left inner thigh. Other side. Take a breath in, center torso over thigh. Exhale, folding forward. Resting the hands wherever they come to. If you can, catch the foot. Keep driving the chest through the arms. You can catch a bind, you catch the right wrist. I'm not that flexible today. Or you can take a block or something around the foot and just work on stretching the arms a little further. Just one more breath here. Inhale, sitting back up. Take both legs long, and then exhale, fold forward over the legs. You can have a little bend through the knees if you like. It's a strong stretch at the beginning of a class. Try to peel the pinky toes back towards you as you flex the feet. Again, if you have a strap here, you can loop it around the feet, or a towel, jumper. Keep driving the chest through, inching the belly further down the thighs. One more breath. Inhale, sitting back up. And exhaling to swing the legs around. Or cross the legs, fold over onto hands and knees. And just find your way back into the center of your mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Nice firm arms, not sinking down into the shoulders. Keep that pressure pushing away with the hands. Take a breath in, come into cow, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and the gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine. Draw everything into the front body. Inhale to cat. Exaggerating the movements. Exhale, cow. Oh, opposite. Back into cat now. And take one more in your own time. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. Bring toes together, knees nice and wide. And exhale, press back into a wide-legged child's pose. Buttocks to heels, arms extended in front, pushing through the palms. To lower the buttocks further down toward the heels. The forehead connected with the earth. Or a block if you can't reach. One more breath here. Inhale, walking hands to the right hand side. Arms stay in line with the shoulders. And the right ribs can creep over that right knee as you fold down. Keep plugging back with the left hip though. Create a nice stretch through the left side body. One more breath. Inhale, walking the hands to the left hand side. Draping left ribs over left knee and folding in. Plug back through the right hip instead of letting it pick up and creep over. And you'll get a deeper stretch to the right side body. One more breath here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale to tabletop. Bring the knees back underneath the hips, tuck the toes, and exhale, press back into downward dog. Pedal out the heels, bend and stretch through the knees. I'm just doing whatever you need to here to really start to open up the back of the body, to feel the strength of the arms as they push away from the earth. Start to lengthen out the spine, lengthen through the back of the legs. Find a little bit of stillness here. Broaden the shoulder blades and rotate the biceps up, the triceps under. Push down through the whole hand, fingers and knuckles, not just the heels. Wrap the inner thighs in and back and firm the ankles. And breathe deeply into the belly. On an inhale, come forward to high plank. Make sure that the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. And hold your plank here, really firm the body. Keep the front body zipped up. Lengthen out through the heels, through the crown. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale, drop the knees, lower down to the belly, elbows in. Inhale, lift baby cobra to start. No weight in the hands. And exhale, push back through tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. One breath, inhale. And exhale. Come high on the tippy toes and walk the feet forward towards the hands. And then with the feet hip distance apart, nice bend through the knees, catch opposite elbow creases, come into your ragdoll. Let the belly rest on the thighs, no matter how much of a bend you need to get there. Let the biceps frame the ears. And either hanging in the center or maybe swaying from side to side. Shaking or nodding the head. Loosening up the body. Slowly come back to the center. Release the arms, keep the bend in the knees as you roll all the way up to standing. One vertebrae at a time. The head arriving last. Roll the shoulders open a little bit. Broaden the chest. And then we'll inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward, hinge over the hips. Inhale, half lift. Extend the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Take a breath in here, firm the body, firm the shoulders. Exhale, chaturanga, dropping the knees at any point if you need to. Inhale through to up to cobra. And exhale back into downward dog. Using the core to move the body, not the lower back. 3 more breaths here. Really pressing the palms into the earth. Find the length and strength in the arms. 2 more breaths. Stay connected to the breath. 1 more breath here. Nice work. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, folding forward. Keep the legs firm, not pressing the sit bones back. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. Lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, drive the chest through for upward dog or cobra. And exhale, back to downward dog. 3 breaths. Two more breaths. Frame the ears with the biceps, keep the spine long. 1 more breath. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat, half lift. And exhale, fold back down. Inhale, press to the feet, rise up. Gaze to thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart. Firm the belly, firm the legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward over the legs. Inhale, half lift, lift belly off thighs. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, shoulders down and back. Exhale, downward dog. One breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to chest. Shift the weight forward over the hands. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, knee to left tricep. Kick the foot out to the left, in line with the hands. Stay on that left toe. Press the palms away, like a twisted plank. Stretching the ITB on the outside of that right leg. One more breath. Hips facing down. Beautiful. Ground the left foot down sideways on the mat. Lift the left arm up, fallen triangle. Extending in every direction of the body. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower left hand down to the mat. Inhale, knee to nose, round the spine. And exhale, step the foot between the hands. Ground the back, knee down. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Anjali asana. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, straighten the right leg, shift back so that the weight is stacked over that left knee. If you've come all the way back here, you've gone too far. So if you need to, you can creep that right foot further forward and keep that right ankle on the leg on the left side. Option to tent the fingertips up. Maybe grab a block on either side if you need to create some more height. Whatever you do though, we're not rounding the upper back. Imagine we are putting a little baby back bend into your forward fold, so it helps the chest lead and the spine stay long. Peel that right pinky toe back towards you. Couple more breaths here. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. One more breath here. Inhale, bend back into that right knee with the arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward, arms behind. Tuck the left toe under and inhale all the way up to high lunge. Lift that back knee. Exhale, fold forward, arrowhead, arms behind. Inhale, back to high lunge. And exhale, open into your warrior two. Adjust your stance if you need to. The heel of the front foot should intersect with the arch of the back foot. Nice deep bend in that front knee, with the knee tracking the toes, not rolling in. And if that means that that left hip rolls in slightly, that's fine. Support that front knee. Strong arms looking over the right fingertips. Shoulders stacking the hips, not leaning forward. Stay here, a couple more breaths. Feel the core activate and hold the center. One more breath. Lift through the back of the thigh. Now we flow. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Not all the way down, just right arm to thigh or across the body. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. One more, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle all the way down this time. You can stay up here on that right thigh if you want to reach forward and down. And take the hand to the floor, or block, whatever you've got handy. We'll hold here for a couple of breaths. Sandwich the forearm and right shin together. Start to wrap the chest open as though you're driving the right ribs through and up. And keep the arm over towards for you would be the front of the room. So create a nice long side angle, not arm up. 2 more breaths here. Push down through the right heel. Activate the hamstring, more support. 1 more breath. Inhale, reverse the warrior leg, stay still. And exhale, come back up, arms wide, straight legs. Then come into our trikonasana, our triangle. Option if you would like to shorten the stance slightly, you can bring that back foot in. More inhale, kick the hips back, reach forward. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up. The same as our side angle pose, try to wrap the right rib cage under and through. Instead of the body being rounded, like you're trying to get close to that right leg, try and lengthen the underside of the body so that the torso extends evenly out from the hips. 1 more breath here. Squeeze the inner thighs and inhale, come back up to reverse your triangle. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame that foot. Come back onto the left heel, left toe, sorry. Then we're going to inhale, float the left leg high into standing splits. 1 more breath, really lengthen the leg. The hip opens. It's actually okay, but if you want to square the hips like you would in a split on the floor, try and drop the left hip down. And then inhale, lengthen a little more. Exhale, bend the right knee, dip the left knee behind, hover it just above the floor. Inhale, back to standing splits. Exhale, bend and dip. 1 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend and dip all the way down to the earth this time. So you come onto the seated on your buttocks. I'll face you guys now. You'll be a little crossed up. The right foot on the outside of the left knee. Both sit bones will be grounded. And if you need, you can take a block or a blanket if you're a bit lifted in the right sit bone. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, twist to the right. Left arm either pulls the knee in or hooks on the outside of the right knee. As you look back over the right shoulder, deep breaths, right down to the base of the belly, long spine. Two more breaths here. One more breath. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, twist to the left, counter twist. Inhale, come back to center. From the hands as you roll over the left knee. And then on your next inhale, lift that left leg high back into standing splits. Exhale. Inhale, knee to chest. And start to come all the way up, keeping that left foot balanced if you can. Exhale, left ankle over right knee. Bend the right knee into standing pigeon. You can bring the hands to heart if you prefer. Bend into that right knee, sink down. Push the left knee away, not lifted. To get into that outer left glute and hips. Seeing where you're at today, you might want to stay here. Maybe you want to fold forward and find the earth. Get even deeper into that left quad, what do you call it? Outer hip, glutes. You want to practice taking your pigeon into the sky. You can even walk the hands in front, hook the left toes around the right tricep, and then shift the weight forward to lift that back foot off the ground. Wherever you're at, take one more breath. If you fall out, just come back in. There's no judgment, no pressure, no attachment. We move the way that our body needs to today. Keeping that right knee bent, coming back up if you haven't already. On the inhale, we're going to drop the left foot to meet the right. Bend the knee, scoop the earth, chair pose. Utkatasana. Take an inhale here. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Hook the left elbow outside the right knee. And don't let your hips swing around. Keep them square. Take one breath here. Look down to that bottom left foot. And inhale. Pick up the left foot. Step it back into a high lunge. Keep the twist. Prayer twist in a lunge now. Pushing the palms together, broaden the collarbone. Let the left ribs creep over the right knee. And then try and lift that left hip slightly. So the hips stay square. Not dropping it or sacrificing it as you twist. One more breath here. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Drop the knees if you need to. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, knees to mat. And exhale, press back, child's pose. Knees together or wide, whatever feels good for you here. And then come back to that breath. Maybe take a couple of sighs out the mouth. Really feel the energy, the prana, our life force, circulating around the body. Certainly feel a bit of heat. Without judgment or attachment. Just observe the body. Observe the quality of the breath. Maybe a bit shallower after moving. Take one more breath here. And slowly inhale, come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes underneath and press back on the exhale to down dog. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Close down the eyes. Feel the weight of the body pressing down through the feet. Feel the core activate, support you. The earth beneath you support you. Find even more length up through the crown. One more breath here. Let the eyes open. Inhale, arms up. Gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, folding forward. Let the weight shift forward a little into the toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back and lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Lift the thighs in up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to chest. Shift the weight forward, round the spine. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to left, tricep. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to right, tricep. And kicking that foot out to the right, in line with the right hand, staying on the right toes. Trying to square the hips downwards, stretching ITB on the outside of the left leg. One more breath. Beautiful work. Ground that right foot sideways and take the right arm up, fallen triangle. Really extend, press away from the earth with the left hand. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, lower right hand down. Inhale, left knee to nose. And exhale, step between the hands. Ground the right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Shifting the weight back. So you've got that right angle here. And as you fold, keeping that little back bend to protect any rounding through the spine. Maybe you stay a little higher on this side. Maybe you can notice the difference between sides. Feel the left pinky toe back towards you. And feel the left hip come back, the right hip move forward. So that both hips stay square. Stay with me, a couple more breaths. Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. Helps you find more length. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bending back into the left knee, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, arms behind. Tuck the right toes under. And inhale, high lunge, arms up. Exhale, arrowhead, fold forward, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open warrior two. Adjust your stance if you need to find that arch to heel connection or line. Bend into that front knee and then firm back through the outer edge of the right foot. Lift up through the right inner thigh. 2 more breaths here. Last one. Flow now. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Left arm to the thigh or across the body. Right arm overhead. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Try and keep that front knee bent when you reverse. Inhale, reverse. Exhale all the way down to side angle. Again, you can stay up on this thigh. We'll come down onto a block or the earth. See where you're at. Try and lengthen out through the underside of the body first. And then place the hand down. Nice deep bend in that front knee gives you more range. Wrap the left rib cage through. Open the chest, right shoulder blade down the back. 1 more breath. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, come back up, straighten the legs, long arms. Option if you would like here to shorten the stance for Trikonasana. And then inhale, kick the hips back. Reach forward. This is lengthening that underside of the body so that we don't tip over like a little teapot. We create that length before we come down. Driving the right hip back. Lengthening left side of the body. Scissoring the inner thighs and firming through the feet. One more breath here. Inhale, reverse the triangle. Exhale, cartwheel hands down, frame that front foot. Inhale, float right leg high, standing splits. Exhale, bend left knee, dip the right knee behind. Hover above the earth. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend and dip. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, come all the way down to the buttocks. Right knee behind left foot. And here we'll bring the left foot to the earth. Hopefully both sit bones find the earth. If not, you can cushion yourself underneath. And then inhale, right arm high. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook the elbow, grab the knee. Look back over the left shoulder. Breathing deeply. Every inhale, expanding the torso, lengthening the spine. Every exhale draws the belly in, allows you to twist a little deeper. Two more breaths. One more breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, twist to the right. Little counter twist. And then inhale back to center. Rolling up onto that right knee. You frame the hands on the outside of the foot. On an inhale, right leg high, standing splits. One more breath here. Holding a little more. Lengthening really long out those right toes. Beautiful work. Inhale, bring the right knee to the chest and come all the way up. Find your balance, arms overhead. Exhale, ankle over knee, sinking down. Arms can stay long, or hands to heart in prayer. Being mindful not to arch the lower back, stick your bum out. Try and drop the tailbone down like you would in a chair pose. Engage the belly. Find your balance. Open the right hip. Again, same as the other side, you have the option to fold forward. Or if you would like, firm the hands in front, wrap the foot around the tricep and fly with your pigeon. It's your practice, do whatever feels good for you. Wherever you are, start to come back to lift the chest. And then we'll take the right foot down to meet the left. And inhale, bend the knees, scoop the earth, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Again, don't let your hips swing. Rotate from the torso when you hook the elbow. Push the palms together, open the chest. One breath, inhale. Exhale. Look down at the feet and inhale, pick up the right foot, step it all the way back. Find your balance. And then rotate the torso even more. Keep that right hip slightly lifted and firm. And be careful that your left knee isn't twisting across the midline. Keep it in line with the ankle. One more breath, you got it. Inhale back to high lunge, arms up. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. You take 5 breaths here in your downward dog. Drop to child's pose if you need to. If you haven't had enough just yet, you can drop to the forearms to a forearm dog. 4 more breaths. 3 more. Soften the heels, turn the ankles. 2 more breaths. If you came into forearms, walk the feet in a little. Press the chest back toward the thighs. 2 more breaths here. 1 more. Inhale, everyone drop knees to mat. And exhale, press back into a child's pose. Knees together, all wide, completely up to you. Let the energy settle. Let the body relax. Take 1 more breath here. And then inhale, come to tabletop. Tuck toes underneath, exhale back to down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring the right shin forward for your pigeon. Dropping right ankle behind left wrist and stretching out the back leg. If you need to, taking a block, a cushion, a pillow, a blanket, a towel, whatever, under the right buttocks if you're a bit lifted. And then take a breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Wherever you're at, forearms still on the hands, folding down to the chest. Imagining elongating the spine out of the hips, right out through the crown. Keep the energy in that front right shin, almost as though you're pushing it forward to help square the hips. Three more breaths here. Really allow the nervous system to ground down to the earth. And breathing to find its deep, slow rhythm. One more breath. Inhale, slowly come back up. Hands back under the shoulders. Tuck the left toe under, lift the left knee, and inhale, right leg high. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left shin forward for pigeon. Releasing the right back leg. Taking a breath in. Prop if you need to underneath the left buttocks. And exhale, reach long out of the hips as you fold forward. Keep lengthening the spine, keep energy in the front shin. Soften the upper body. What else can you let go of? What tension still remains in the body? In the muscles in the face, the jaw, the shoulders. How else can you surrender to your practice? One more breath here. Inhale, lifting back up. Hands on the shoulders, tuck the right toe under, lift the right leg, and inhale, left leg high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, set the left foot down, downward dog. Your choice here to either jump through or just drop to the knees and swing the legs around. If you are practicing a jump through, either on the hands or the blocks, just cross your shins over and then start to hop forward until they can come through the arms and out in front. And then take a deep breath in, lengthen one more time. Exhale, roll all the way down onto your back. Inhale, knees to chest. And exhale, take the knees over to the right. Shuffle the buttocks slightly to the left to square the hips or stack them. And then let the arms go wide in a T shape. Gaze back to the left hand. Allowing the chest to open, the breath to expand and contract the torso. One more breath here. Inhale back to center. Shuffle buttocks to the right. Drop the knees to the left. Wriggle out that left shoulder blade if it gets caught underneath. Feel the body start to get heavy. The hard work finished. The energy flowing through every muscle. And the mind's finally at ease. One more breath here. Inhale back to center. Draw the knees to the chest. Hug the knees in. Lift the chest and the head. Squeeze every part of the body. And then exhale, release. Back down to the earth. Before we finish our practice, take a moment. It is an intermediate practice, so if you would like to practice any kind of inversion, shoulder stand, headstand, forearm balance, anything like that, be mindful of how you're moving. Be aware of how the body feels and what you actually need today. Maybe you would like to just take the legs up the wall or use a wall for support. You can also take a block or a cushion or a bolster and place it underneath the sacrum. And then take the legs up for a more restorative inversion. Whichever way you choose to end your practice, maybe you would like to take a happy baby or just go straight into savasana, but take whatever feels good for you. There's no one size fits all with our practice. It is completely designed so that you find the most comfort, the most peace, the most benefits. Whenever you're ready, you can start to arrive in your shavasana. Bolster yourself with blankets under the knees or head, warm clothing, whatever you need here. And let the breathing return to a really easy, natural rhythm. Feel every muscle finally uncurl. The weight of the head. Soften the muscles around the eyes, the cheekbones, the mouth. Unclench the jaw, feel the shoulders sink away from the ears and back down into the earth. Backs of the arms get heavy as the fingertips unfurl. Feel the whole spine start to soften down into the earth. The weight of the pelvis and hips. And release through the quads, the inner and outer thighs. As the legs gently roll open. Soften through the calves, the shins, right down to the ankles, the arches of the feet, toes. Let the body get completely heavy. Let the mind just find some peace. Not attaching itself to thoughts, but rather just being in this body, in this moment, in each new breath that enters and leaves the body. And just allow yourself to rest after working hard, overcoming challenges, finding your core, your inner strength as well as your physical strength. I invite you to stay here as long as you're able to. Being in your own home, just let yourself be. Take the time, relax, restore. With no rush to be anywhere else. And I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching with endless love and gratitude. Namaste.